Vietnam's richest man is making a radical move by switching focus. Vuong made his money in the real estate, tourism, and education industries after starting out selling dry noodles in the former Soviet Union. There are already electric vehicles, or EVs, on the roads of Hanoi, manufactured by his company's VinFast auto subsidiary. However, the lucrative American market is too tempting to pass up. Interested to know more about it? Welcome back to ElectroZone. Let's talk about it all in today's video. An electronic VinFast billboard advertising the company's VF8 SUV towered over the Jacob K. Javits Convention Center this month as visitors made their way to the New York International Auto Show. There's a good chance that few Americans have heard of VinFast or the VF8, yet the EV upstart is aiming squarely at the crossover market. As a tiny model, the VF8 will compete with vehicles like the Honda CR-V and electric vehicles like the Volkswagen ID.4 and Hyundai Ioniq 5. VinFast's goals are as lofty as they come for a startup manufacturer, but they are justified given the size of this volume-driven, value-oriented industry. The automaker has only been in business for 3 years, but it already has plans to introduce 5 different electric vehicles to the market by mid-2023, with at least 3 of them destined for the American market. To begin, there will be the VF9 and the VF8. Both the Eco and Plus versions of the VF8 have been confirmed. VinFast invited us to test drive both vehicles, provided that we were willing to take an 18-hour trip to Hanoi, Vietnam, and then take a bus to the company's headquarters in Haiphong. It was an offer too good to pass up. Let's first talk about who VinFast is and what a VF8 is. VinFast, as the name suggests, is an aggressive and quick-thinking firm. In 2017, the conglomerate that runs hotels, spas, hospitals, and even a university came together to form this new organization. Land that was formerly the largest harbor in northern Vietnam is now home to the company's administrative offices and factories. The first product released by the new firm was a revised model of the BMW X5 from the previous generation. Several in-house models were already in development before corporate leaders reversed course and stopped developing anything powered by an internal combustion engine. Last year at the Los Angeles Auto Show, VinFast debuted its first 2 electric vehicles, the VF8 and VF9, while more joined the lineup during the Consumer Electronics Show in January of this year. Pininfarina, an Italian design firm and an in-house team led by ex-GM designer David Lyon, collaborated to create the VF8's attractive but conventional crossover shape. The new V emblem for the company is illuminated by a split light bar and flanked by LED running lights at the front. Above the bumper are the primary headlights. Since there is no need to force air into the engine compartment, a typical grille is not present on this BEV. Nevertheless, certain functional vents and scoops are there for aerodynamics and battery cooling, as is the case with many BEVs. Similar in size to the Kia EV6 and Hyundai Ioniq 5 is this crossover. The VF8's dimensions weren't entirely optimized for electrification because it was intended for a gas engine instead of a battery. And yet, the carmaker nonetheless managed to cram a frunk of modest proportions under the bonnet. The VF8 is roomy in front and back, much like the large BMW iX, but you can also count on some debate over the car's other interior design decisions. You won't find any clusters of conventional gauges here. The speedometer and turn signals, on the other hand, are shown on both the infotainment screen in the car's center and a heads-up display like in a Tesla. Just with Teslas, the 15.6-inch screen is the focal point of the VF8. Even the outside mirrors require activation on the screen and subsequent adjustment with the steering wheel toggles. There are only a few truly traditional controls. Touch controls are available, as is a voice-activated interface. Simply saying, "Hey VinFast," will activate it. The car company has big aspirations for the infotainment system, including cloud-based navigation, streaming entertainment, and even a future shopping system. A few of the functions are not yet complete, but when they did work, the system was astounding. We were even able to open and close the sunroof of the VF8 just by speaking commands. When we tried to inform the system, "Hey VinFast, I'm chilly," it pushed back, even though doing so would have increased the temperature from 60 to 68 degrees. We did encounter a few hiccups during our brief test drives in 3 different VF8 prototypes at the automaker's Haiphong headquarters. The white Eco prototype on one run suddenly lost power multiple times while making sharp curves. Chief Engineer Hui Chu pinpointed the problem to a broken sensor, and subsequent prototypes of the more powerful and sporty VinFast VF8 Plus didn't experience the same problem. The VF8 AWD models sold in the US will all be equipped with 2 independent motors. With the standard Eco package, the motors are detuned to produce a combined 348 horsepower and 368 pound-feet of torque. The Plus trim increases power and torque to 402 and 457 respectively. The instantaneous torque is put to excellent use in the Plus trim, which results in a brisk takeoff that makes us settle deeply into our crossover seats. The Eco variant is swift enough, but it lacks the Toyota BZ4X's signature rapid acceleration. An Eco model with a base 82 kWh lithium-ion battery is expected to go 258 miles on a single charge, while a Plus model with the same battery would travel 248 miles. All estimations are based on the European WLTP standard, although with a larger 87.7 kWh pack, the numbers rise to 292 and 277 miles respectively. EPA statistics will likely drop by at least 10%. VinFast has taken a novel approach by opting to sell drivers the actual vehicle while having them lease the battery pack. The car company thinks this will help keep prices low, and it's offering a longer guarantee that includes replacement of the battery pack if it ever fails or the vehicle's range drops below 70% of its maximum. According to VinFast, the VF8 can be charged from 10 to 70% capacity with a DC fast charger in 31 minutes or less. During our test drives, we did not use any charging devices. The Plus model's drivetrain was swift and responsive, but they lacked a feature that would have made driving easier, a technology that would have allowed for driving with only one foot. The VF8 is unlike other electric vehicles, since it does not regenerate electricity, which involves recapturing energy lost during braking and coasting and returning it to the battery while also serving as a brake whenever the accelerator is not being pressed. That is one of the elements in development, as stated by Chu. With the VF8's ability to get software updates wirelessly, he said, one-pedal driving might be implemented after the car's initial release. The Vietnamese manufacturer is also developing multiple tiers of hands-free driving assistance, but don't count on them at launch or anytime soon. We won't know for sure until the 2023 VinFast VF8 goes on sale at the end of the year whether the company's lightning-fast startup will propel it to great heights or lead to its swift demise. So that's all for today. We will be right back. Do like the video and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.